All right, let's go around the inside politics table and ask our reporters to get you out ahead of the big political news just around the corner. Caitlin, let's start with you.
Sure. Well, Republicans are suddenly finding a lot to like in their nominee, but they're also trying to navigate a world in which they don't really know him that well, and they're still at odds on a lot of significant policy issues that are going to come out perhaps right off the gate. Government spending when it comes to infrastructure projects, foreign policy when it comes to Russia, touching entitlements and those sorts of things. I'm watching how Republicans navigate this new Trump world.
How or if
Right.
is the other thing. All right, Errol Lewis, you.
An astounding number of conflicts of interest that really require a lot of looking into. So 40 Wall Street, which is by far the most successful of the real estate deals that still has Trump's name on it, was the place where Trump University was headquartered, but also a couple of dozen other places where prosecutors have either convicted or investigated various people, pump and dump schemes, all kinds of fraud, fugitives who are still on the FBI's most wanted list, and it raises an interesting kind of conflict. Can the sitting president be earning money from people who his same federal government is supposed to be investigating, prosecuting, pursuing, and in some cases prosecuting and imprisoning?
Yeah, questions about oversight, too, and where it might come from. Philip, your turn.
So I think one of the things that we're going to be watching very carefully is how President-elect or presidential candidate Donald Trump becomes President-elect Donald Trump becomes President Donald Trump on social media. The way he interacts with the media, the way he keeps floating the various rumors about his cabinet picks, the way he gets into weird fights on Twitter continually, even as president-elect, and what that says about him as a president. I think it's going to be interesting to watch during this transitional period how he uses social media, how he uses rumors as an indicator of how he'll actually be once he's in the presidency.
As a president and a theater critic. All right, Maggie Haberman.
Sorry. The story of rebuilding a party is not the Republican Party as we had all assumed it would be. It's the Democratic Party. And one name that I have now heard a few times as a possibility, hoped for possibility, for DNC chairman is outgoing Vice President Joe Biden. There are a lot of people who think that he would be sort of the perfect voice toward the white working class voters that the party is looking to attract. No indication this is what Biden wants, but it is something that is being talked about right now.
Fascinating. All right, guys, thank you all so much. That is all for Inside Politics. Again, thanks for sharing your Sunday morning. Up next, State of the Union with Jake Tapper. On his guest list, Donald Trump's chief of staff pick, Reince Priebus.